Hello, hey guys. I did it. I can't believe I did it. I know that sounds so strange because I've been going live since like what, 2020? And what is going on with my live dashboard here? It's weird. So I'm totally rusty. That's the thing, as I want to say too, like as I'm preparing for like live today and I'm, taking every little step like, okay, I think I'm ready now. I don't know why this is making me so nervous, but it's making me nervous. And it's like, I shouldn't be. Well, it's because I'm doing something a little bit differently than I've ever done it before um, when I've had a message to deliver. And I wanted to come live with you guys today because I've been inspired by a mentor that, she was talking about how when she first started out, she would go live like 365 days in a row. She went live. She went live whether she looked good, whether she didn't look good, whether she was pulled together, whether she felt good, whether she was sick or not, whether or not she had a message to deliver, that she, had a plan and she knew what she was going to talk about. And she just did it. And the reason why she did it was because it was building her, it was honing her, it was giving her the ability to be in her power, in her authority, in a way that was welcoming and inviting and warm, and was letting people be aware of her gifts, her talents, her skills, how she could help people, but without like forcing it on them, with it being like her being able to be reactive in sharing her gifts. Because for some of us, that's where our true power lies and our magic lies, is in the fact that we we let our gifts be unfolded naturally. Like, and it's very hard to do if you've been in the world of marketing and everything, like you learn things that are not who you are. They're like what you're told you have to do. Like, don't expect algorithm friendly from me. Don't expect, me to make posts and content for the 3 second attention span person. That's not my person. Like, there's all sorts of different people. I mean, I'm on the internet and I read and I watch long form videos, and I know there are other people out there like me as well. And so there's a lot of things that we learn to do that aren't who we are, and it takes away from our energy and like our vibrational frequency, our character, and like allowing people to really see us and be seen and to see them. And I don't want to show up that way anymore. I want to be fully, unapologetically who I am, and I want to connect with people like in real time. I want to find out what it is that you're going through, or what's happening for you. What are you struggling with? Where are you stuck? When I meet somebody and I get a vibe for what's going on with them, and I hear them out, I can genuinely tell whether or not I can help them or not. I have such multifaceted, vast interests and expertise and experiences in my life that I am not just one thing. Everybody says that I'm not one thing. I'm multifaceted. I can do a lot of things. And I think that's true for everybody. But we've allowed ourselves to be turned into like this one trick pony to appease an algorithm just to be seen. And I refuse to do that. I'm not trying to attract an algorithm. I'm not trying to attract a whole damn platform of people who aren't my people. I'm not trying to attract uh, people for the wrong reasons. I want people. Look at me, I can drink out of this. That's my cup, okay? Um, who genuinely are like minded and wanting to go the same places that I want to go and do the same things I want to do and be and become. So, that being said, I want to show up in my fullness for you, and I want to also listen and ask questions and be curious and inquire about you, so we can get to know each other. So, I mean, that's kind of like, I'm inspired by her, by the way she did things, to build a community that is powerful and meaningful, and to be able to help people, right? That's what it's all about for me, is I want to be able to help people. I want to make an impact. So before I dive into today's topic, which is whimsy, it's a topic I've been exploring lately, and it kind of came to this full like culmination that just like exploded into this like creative like breakthrough thing for me, right? And I just wanted to share a little bit about why I'm showing up like this live. And I'm not like scripted, I'm speaking from my heart. I do have some notes, and like these are like ideas I found for something I'm gonna suggest on, that I found examples on the internet, just little things like that. But I'm here with you, and if you pop in, say hello and let me know you're here with me too, and hang out, and let's get to know one another. I can see if there's comments, I believe. Right here. Can I scroll? Okay. Now I can scroll. Okay. So I don't have the comments up on my screen constantly. I have to like scroll a little to see them. I'm so rusty. And you guys, let this be a lesson to you too, that when we don't use our talents, our skills, our gifts, or the things that we've honed or learned, um, we lose them or get rusty at them, and then we have to like pick back up from further behind instead of continuing on forward, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I'm this seasoned pro with going live. I mean, it's going to be fine, and I can be writing and my thoughts down and thinking right up to the last minute. No, like, I haven't gone live here in such a long time. I've gotten used to being able to, if I don't like that scene, or I don't like the way I looked or the way I said that, I can scratch it and re-record it and edit it in, right? You can't do that when you're live. And um, it's a little scary because I haven't like been live in so long. So it's kind of like I'm on the spot. But that's the whole point. Like, I want to get better at what I do and how I serve people, at how I lead, how I show up, better at speaking. I mean, better that at these things as a woman, as an entrepreneur, but also as a woman recovering from strokes and brain injury. Like, I have lost a lot of skills that I've gained back already, but there's a lot more that I still need to gain back that I was good at before. It doesn't mean I didn't learn these things or that I'm behind. It means that life happens and we're all just where we're at, right? So, if you don't know me yet and this is your first time ever seeing me, hi, welcome. I am Angie. And I really do hope that like we're going to get a chance to get to know each other a whole lot better. But I'm going to be honest with you right here right now. Like, I am done performing. I'm not being performative anymore. So it's like I don't want to do like one of those long, polished introductions listing like everything that I am, everything I've done, all of my certifications, right? All of the reasons why you should listen to me, to help establish my authority, my authority, because I've decided that I freaking hate that. I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it. And that's okay. And I still get to be happy and know that I do my best, and I still get to attract people that are attracted to me, and I still get to succeed in life. It doesn't throw the whole thing off just because I didn't want to like go into this whole long spiel about who I am every time I come on live or every time I make a piece of content. Um, you guys can find out who I am. You could do a little research. You could ask. You could get to know me. You could message me. You could look at old content. It doesn't matter. And one of these days, I'm going to do it again, right? So I'm just saying, like, it's not like the end of the world if you're not perfect, right? Every single time. It's okay. We don't have to do it all, okay? So Why? It's because this is my life. Like, why don't I want to do that? Why is that okay? Because it's for me. It's about me. It's my business. It's my time, my desires, and the people who really get me, like, they're gonna meet me here, and they're gonna know through my energy, through my content, through my work that I put into this world. Like, yeah, my approach, it's evolved over the years. The way that I show up, the things that I do and offer, and um, like my perspective, it shifts, right? Because I'm evolving. So my methods of doing things and my way about things is going to adapt naturally, but that doesn't change like anything. Like, my work is an embodiment of my entire life experience. Basically, that's it. Like, everything I've learned, everything I've lived through, it doesn't just have to be like a one liner or a fit in a Facebook bio, what is it, 101 characters. It doesn't have to be like your I help statement. Like, I don't have an elevator pitch. Like, none of those ever met my standards. Like, I don't believe they live up to it. Okay. So it's like everything I've ever gone through, everything I've done, um, that's what you get from me. Like, the whole shebang. Like, you get all of me, 100%. So, like, I know that I can't be everything to everybody. Nobody can, right? And I don't want to be everything to everybody. But if I don't personally know, like, if I don't personally think I can help you, if that's like not something that's in my wheelhouse, like, chances are I know somebody who can. And if I don't already know the perfect person, like, I'm the type of woman that I remember you. I remember what you tell me, what you're looking for, what you need. If you're in my world, if you're someone I care about, somebody that, follows me or is interacting with me, I'm going to make notes. I'm going to keep you in mind. I'm going to, like, I come across somebody, I meet somebody great. I'm going to be like kind of testing that person out and like seeing, like, is this somebody I can trust? Is this somebody who knows what they're doing? Is this somebody that I think is going to get along great with this person? I don't just like find the first person that says, "Oh yeah, my friend does this. Oh, I know somebody looking for that. Let me go tell them." No, I'm not just going to be like, "Here, go into the hands of Joe Schmo over there and I hope everything works out okay." No, not at all. It's going to be somebody that becomes part of my community, our community. Like, we are a community. Okay? So it's going to be somebody that, if you don't know them too, you'll get to know them. And that's kind of how life is so beautiful in that way, you guys. I want to get through this little part I want to say to you guys so that we can get right into the fun stuff, okay? Like, I'm super excited about talking about whimsy because it is it's softened things for me. It's opened things up for me. It's made me feel so feminine and so beautiful and so like anything can happen, like magical, okay? We are magical. So, let's see. I don't know if I have anybody on yet. If I don't get anybody on while I'm on, that's a real shame because I aim to connect. And the only reason that I chose to go live here on Facebook as opposed to TikTok, which is where I intend to start doing a lot of my work even more so now, is because two reasons, okay? One reason, I am not ashamed to admit this. I don't know where I'm looking. My camera's there, my picture video is there, and I'm like back and forth, you guys. So, anyways, so one reason, and this is, I'm gonna admit this to you right now, I am like even more afraid of going back live on Facebook than I was here because I haven't done it there in years. Haven't done it there in years, and it is a different world over there. In a lot of ways, to me, I enjoy it currently um, a lot, um, and so and there's just a lot of what's it called, potential for people there, and that's here too. But like, I mean, we all choose like where we want to work our, the platform we want to work the most and things like that, and that's my goal right now. But I chose to come live here because of the fact that I fully intend to download this full video and like chop up some good parts if there are any. If I do say anything that feels like it hits or it's magic or helps anybody, like I want to like pull out those pieces and be able to use them as stories or reels to attract more like-minded women who are looking for us, for this vibe, for this tribe, like who are putting out and catching the energy back and forth with us, okay? So in over on TikTok I can't do that. I can only like pull out highlight pieces and it's like little small clippets and I don't think I even pick them. I don't remember. It's been so long, but I wanted to be able to do that. So that's what got me over here instead of there tonight. And I'll probably end up going live over there too later tonight. Honestly, I don't know. It'll be way different than it is here because where I'm talking, yeah, I have kind of a rough outline, but I'm allowing myself to just free flow through this. And it will be different there than it is here. And it just depends which is better, which, who, when am I in my most free, comfortable vibe, you know? And I'm probably going to be most comfortable when people are with me, talking, conversating, and I have somebody to talk to instead of myself. What did you think? I would hope so, because I don't feel very comfortable right now, I'll be honest with you. But that's okay. That's just me, like, getting right back on the horse. So, um, the, like, the reason I want to make sure that somebody meets my standards is because, like, I have really high standards for me, but I have really high standards for the women that I care about too. And like, I don't trust my friends, my family, my children to just anybody. And because I value you, I love you, I want the best for you. I know a lot of you are probably like, I can't believe that. You don't even know me, or you barely talk to me, or, you know, whatever. Or you don't even know I'm watching you right now, you know, but that's not true. Like, 100%. The whole reason that I'm here, the reason I show up, the reason behind me creating a business is because I do love you all so much. I do want us all to win. And I do know that I have gifts to share with the world, and just as you do. Like, just as you do, and that's the whole point. So, I want to like give you the best always. And I also, like, I'm in the process of helping myself. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm healing, I'm learning, I'm growing. Sometimes that's a slow process. Um, and that's me being realistic. So when I say things like you can have your dream life today, you can, you know, have the fantasy today, you decide, like, there's a difference between being realistic and being reasonable. Okay? I'm realistic, but I'm not reasonable. And I'll tell you why. I'm completely unreasonable because I do believe anything's possible. And I do believe that if you show up and you work on yourself, you do the work and you learn the thing you want to do and you just be you and you shine your light with the world, that eventually you're going to make it because you keep on trying, you keep pivoting, you don't give up. You know, you could try 100 different ways until you get the right way, and it's different for everybody. So there's a difference between being realistic and being reasonable. So while healing from brain injury is a long process, while, you know, healing from trauma or abuse, that's a long process. But you can wake up every day and be like, I'm not a victim anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it when you make that decision for yourself, that's when things actually do change. But in order for it to transpire in your like environment in the physical world, because you have it inside of you, right? Like, that's what you are inside, and that's what life is inside of you. The outside is going to mirror what's inside of you. And so what you really need to worry about is like getting it right in here. Okay? So we're not like We don't do toxic positivity here. I don't do toxic positivity. I hate that. I loathe that shit. We don't do like blindly pretend that, you know, we follow the leader and we don't know where they're headed and we don't know if they know where they're headed. We don't do, those things, but we do the unreasonably relentless, unshaken, firm in our belief thing, okay? Even when we don't know exactly how we're going to make that happen for ourselves, we move anyway, right? So we're building lives where we can live longer, fuller, freer, like more vibrant, where where we can know other people and we can be known by others, where we can survive and thrive in this physical world. And yes, this world, it asks for money, honey. Lots of it. Lots of it lately, right? I don't drive currently, but I feel your guys' pain about the gas prices because when I heard, like, I don't keep up with that kind of stuff, but when people start complaining about it, it's bad, okay? So I feel for you. But yeah, everything takes money in this world. It takes effort, it takes focus. And the thing is that everybody's chasing money, right? But abundance isn't just money. It's not. It's experience, it's life, it's taste, smell, touch, sight. It's feeling alive, like really like you're living your life, right? It's the things that you've always dreamed of doing, seeing, feeling, being, having, knowing. It's about really being available, like in the present time, in the present moment in your life, okay? So, available for what? Whatever you are here to be available for. For me, that's availability to tap into my intuition, my knowledge, my experience, everything I've lived through and learned, and trusting that I can open my mouth and something is going to come through that lands exactly the way it's meant to. It's trusting that I don't have to know the message for the message to make sense and for the message to be delivered and felt and received. Like something someone needed to hear, and honestly, something I probably needed to say. And like, even if I didn't know it before, I hit go live. Like, I hit go live, right? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say. Today, I actually know what I'm going to say. I just don't know every word I'm going to say. I know what I want to talk about. Um, and that's a big step for me. It's like I'm taking baby steps. So that kind of magic, you don't build that by overthinking. You build it by showing up and letting it happen. So that's why I'm really considering doing like a 365-day going live thing, like no matter what, um, because I want to grow. I want to learn. I want to become that woman and that leader and that entrepreneur, right? Um, so I just know that like the more that I do this, the deeper that it gets. And I'm letting it be like a little messy, a little unplanned, because that's where the real stuff lives, right? I'm still looking for people. Nobody loves me on Facebook anymore. That's okay. We all gravitate to where we feel the love anyway, right? So, like, I'm just letting it flow, okay? And I'm not trying to rush the process of like earning that trust or learning to trust either. So I'm actually kind of like enjoying becoming the woman who can do that in real time. It is scary, but it feels so good. Like after I get off this live, I know I'm going to be like, oh my God, I did it. And I'm going to feel stronger. I'm going to feel accomplished. And then it's going to be easier and easier every time, right? So some people equate abundance with money, right? And that's fine. But for most of us, abundance is living richly in experience. For most of the people I relate to, for the most of the people that are attracted to me and magnetized to me, creating a life that feels full, that feels magnetic, that feels aligned with who we are, right? And here's the thing is like, we can't keep doing it the way we've been doing it. We don't push. We've got a pull. We attract, we magnetize. Like I was saying, we become and we match our vibration to the life that we want. We align our frequency to the women who support us, and we align our frequency to the woman we're becoming and who can carry that life that we want. So I have so many gifts to offer the world, and so do you. So do you. So I want you guys to realize, like, I can help you with such a vast array of things because I have like such a, what is it called? A spectrum of experience, right? So it would be a tragedy to me. It would be a tragedy if like no one ever knew like what we could do, like what all the things that we're good at, all the things that we love, if we never spoke up, if we never shared what's inside of us, like just because of an algorithm or a niche or what other people might think about us or say about us, or um, maybe we're not willing to risk other people thinking that we don't know what we're doing. Like, why would she get on there and talk for 2 hours? Why is she just talking from her heart? Like, why is she babbling on and on? Like, she's not getting anywhere. Well, that's the thing is I'm not getting anywhere with the kind of people that don't value connection, that don't value authenticity, that don't value um, the kind of woman that I am and what I represent and what I offer, right? So it's like I'm not a title, and you guys aren't a title. I'm not an industry. I'm not any one job I've had. I'm a human, and I don't want to keep introducing myself as a former early childhood educator or as a life coach or a NLP practitioner or a personal stylist or like I don't want to like carry all that baggage, like yeah, I carry with me the knowledge that came with it, but I don't need a big old long to do, you know what I mean? So I guess what I'm saying here is like I'm a mom and I'm a woman, and what I do for my children and for my people, it's like the same thing. Like if I love and I care about you, then I protect you. Then I give people like my best always. And my kids are gonna come in and bust this up. Sorry, guys. I give people my best, and it brings me joy to see people happy and glowing and evolving and living better lives. Maybe even better lives than they ever thought they could. So when I connect with you, like I said, I feel it instantly. But sometimes not instantly. Sometimes I need to ask some questions. Sometimes you need to reveal, tell me a little story, But the more I get to know you on a personal level, the more that I'm able to see where like I come across something, I'm gonna think about you. I'm gonna send it to you if I think it will help you, or we were talking about it, things like that. That's a relationship. That's a real relationship. That's what I bring to the table. That's what I want with you. I'm a human like you. Okay, I'm a person. I'm not a bot. I'm not an AI. And yeah, like technology's great. I do use technology for a lot of things. I mean, here I am online talking to you people through the internet, where most of my closest and most trusted friends are, where my tribe is, you guys. Um, I connect more with people online than I do in person simply because of being isolated, not being able to drive still, no vehicle. Like, it's been 4 years and I am pretty isolated. And so I do really love you guys because everyone that I meet online has the potential to be like a bestie in my life, or to be like someone that means a lot to me, or someone that maybe I'm going to meet up with in person someday, and we're going to make some fabulous, the best memories together and stay connected always, That matters to me because I know there's potential for a future with us, right? So, um, like we get to grow, we get to be and flow, and we get to use our gifts, our talents, our skills, experiences. We get to use our knowledge and wisdom, and that's valuable. That's fulfilling to me. Like I don't want to just sit around and not create anything or put anything out there, you know? So today, let's talk about whimsy. And the reason I went into all of that beforehand is because I didn't want to do a big intro. Um, and I wanted to let you guys know, like, I will, if you don't know me, I will eventually, like, or I'll introduce myself to you personally, like reach out. It does not matter to me. But I'm not doing things that don't feel good, that don't, um, that waste my time. Like, I have limited energy, I have limited functioning, I have limited um, focus, I get overstimulated, I get fatigued, I get to where I can't talk, I get tongue tied, where I can't think. And I have to be very careful with my energy and with how I choose to spend my energy and my time, and with whom and what kind of um, vibe that I allow to influence me or affect me or even be around me, right? So what I just talked about, all of that, it very much relates to the conversation on whimsy, um, and sets us up to jump right into it. So it may seem like disconnected, like okay, she went into all of that before she even got to the point, but here's the point. So some let me see where we're get on my timeline here. Okay, so when we talk about whimsy, I don't know if you guys have you guys seen my new like brand photos, my new branding. Like it's like it looks like I had a
The United
whoa.
States stands it
It
across.
looks like I had a freaking photo shoot, right? Like I had this whole big plan, like this whole thing here. I'll just show you what you might have missed. So it's very whimsical. It's very fucking fun. It's very like light and hairy and just like girly and like playful. So playful. That's the word. And yet like so magical. So this is just one of the I created a bunch of different content. This is one of the pieces of content I created out of one of the B style B roll film that I have. Okay, I want you guys to be able to see this. I don't know. Can you see it? Okay, look at that bubble. You guys go look at my photo, my cover photo, and my thing. Okay, look here. How close? Is it turned up? What am I? So I don't have it on my computer, or otherwise I would have. Okay, here we go. Let me start it from the beginning. Isn't that beautiful? You guys, I have other. I posted one yesterday. I have other videos, longer, shorter. I have photos, just tons of stuff. And the thing is, like, it wasn't planned at all, and it all came about on Easter Day. Like, not even, not even like expecting any of this, right? So what looks like all this magical, like whimsical, perfectly curated, like Easter moment, right? It wasn't planned, not at all. And this experience with the photos and the videos, the joy, playfulness, it only exists because of a series of choices that I made that day on Sunday, okay? From the moment that I woke up, choosing the outfit that I chose. Like if I wasn't wearing that outfit with that like flowy like tools long skirt, you guys, like if I wasn't wearing that scarf tied into my ponytail just hanging down the back, if I wasn't first of all shoeless in there, that barefoot thing, that vibe is so me. Like this would have never hit. It never would have felt so amazing to me. And it's not just that like these pictures and these videos feel like me. It's that in the experience when these things were being caught on film and created, like to be used, like behind the scenes, right? I was having fun. I was feeling lighthearted. I was feeling like a kid again. I was feeling like joy and just pure bliss of being in the moment. And I felt um like I was being pampered, like I was being like it was luxurious. It was holding me. It was supporting me in ways that women need to feel sometimes, okay? Let me know if you can relate to that. Women, ladies, I still have nobody talking with me. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Um, so what it was like me even just choosing to go because I didn't feel good all weekend. I had a bad headache. I didn't get good sleep. I still have a headache. I'm still tired. I had a hectic day today. My house is still a wreck today. Like I didn't get anything done except for an appointment and an orientation and another phone call or two, and then writing like my thoughts and my feelings because I wanted to come on live with you guys and be in my energy and be able to deliver something that is meaningful. And I'm like, even if they don't show up tonight, um, that's expected. That's to be expected. Like, nobody knew. I didn't give like a big notice at all. I was super late for even coming because I was stalling and having my own like self-sabotaging moments and fears, and then okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, wait, I need to add all this thought process, like woo, just overthinking, just getting back into that like not in my own vibe thing until eventually when you push live, go live and you're not ready and you don't know what you're going to say or what you're going to do, like you're you. You're instantly right back to who you are and who you like you get to express yourself as you, like you're not thinking about like pretenses or being fake. You're thinking about being felt and seen and getting your reason, your purpose, your everything out there so that people will feel you and they'll be attracted to you, your people, your tribe. That's what I'm doing here, guys. So it's about, like not shutting down when you get overwhelmed. It's about choosing to lean into the moment instead of pulling away from it. And, I had those urges. I really wanted to just be like, oh, I'm super late. Like, nobody's expecting me. Nobody even probably knew. I could just take the post down if I wanted to. But no, I'm showing up here for me, for my growth, for my fulfillment, for my experience, because I know that who I am and who I'm going to be and what I'm going to do for people and the relationships that we're going to have and form and what we're going to do together, that is so worth it. A little bit of discomfort, a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of fumbling my words, that's fine. That's fine. Like, I'll get through it, right? So, like, if I had just chosen comfort or isolation, or maybe next time, none of this, like, beautiful magic that I have here would exist. I gotta show you guys this one. I love this one too. That's King Triton's song in Ariel, Little Mermaid. I think it's replaying, isn't it? Yeah, I did. I don't know. Maybe it played twice. But with the sparkles, and it looks like I'm in a snow globe almost. But, they're big balloons, and it's like You guys, if this, I'm showing you these because I'm like, if you can't feel me through this vision, through this like imagery and the music and the, all of your senses, if you can't feel my vibe from me and talking, you can't get a feel for who I am. Like, that cannot, you cannot be mistaken from that. And if like that excites you too, and that's, like I'm telling you like how this transpired for me. I created it. I did. I didn't manifest it. I didn't do anything. I didn't expect it. It was not, it was a surprise, but like it was natural. It was like it was mine. It was always meant to be mine. I didn't know it was mine yet. I didn't know it was coming, but it unfolded just right. So the photos wouldn't exist, the joy wouldn't exist, and that version of me in those photos and in those videos and beyond there, that version of me sitting here today, I'm different because of this experience. Like, and yeah, it was something so little, but we need to start recognizing those little moments because they matter. They're what make up the good stuff and make you who you are. How the things you experience make you feel about yourself and about the world and about yourself within the world. So those photos, they wouldn't exist at all. And the thing is, that's what whimsy really is. Okay? So it's not something that you wait for, it's something that you choose. It's created in the tiny moments, the little decisions that don't seem like a big deal at the time, and but they just like open doors that you didn't even know were there. Like you couldn't even see the door. The door might have even been wide open, but it was like invisible to you until you add the whimsy because it softens us. It's what like allows us to get back into our natural state of being, right? We're all like stressed, we're all hyper vigilant. Like our if our bodies can't receive, then we can't either. Okay. So it's not something you wait for. Um, so that day on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, that didn't just happen to me, it happened for me. And even more than that, I happened to it because I created it. And it met me right there where I was, which I guess what I'm trying to tell you is my dream life, my future, the future me, a higher version of me, a higher level of me met me here in my reality, in my today life. My single mom, brain injury, like still struggling financially life. Like it met me right here and it came into this reality. Like it's not about someday or maybe or that doesn't happen for me. It's about whether you choose to show up for yourself, whether you're choosing to create, whether you're choosing to share your gifts, or if you're choosing to lean into joy and magic. And the choice is yours. And it's yours every single day. And you have to make those choices that you want for you in your future and your now every single day. Because the future, there's no future and there's no past. There's only this present moment, and we need to live in that. And if we're not satisfied with our present moment and we see this far off future in the distance, well, we better learn how to pull that into us now because tomorrow's not promised. Okay? The future, it's unclear, right? Like everything's crazy. This world is crazy. Everyone is afraid or spreading fear, fear mongers. But fear is optional, okay? And it's up to you. It's always up to you. And you can choose not to have to live in fear because you're not living by the same set of rules or under the same um, systems or control systems. You know what I mean? Like, you get to choose, like, your reality and how abundant that is and how joyful that is. And you don't have to stay in the reality that they're in. And I'm not talking crazy talk. I'm not talking woo. I'm not talking impossible things here. It's possible for me. It's possible for you. And it's not, okay, it's not easy, but it's not that hard once you understand what you're doing and you've done some of the things a few times. Like, it takes consistency. And that's like part of what I wanted to share with you guys today. Okay. So basically, why I want to share whimsy with you after this whole experience of like whimsy in my reality is that so many women today, we're stuck in survival mode. Like, we're grinding, right? If this is you, put a me in the comments. Like, we're grinding, we're pushing, we're exhausted. Some of us feel broken, or we think that we're broken. And life is like one hardship after another. Believe me, I know I am living it, but I am choosing that that's not my reality anymore. I'm just waiting for the outside to fully catch up while I'm allowing the whimsy to give me enough of the dream and the luxury and the feeling, the softness today to get me through and to give me hope and to invite more of that in. Okay? So here's the truth. Like, you don't
Mom,
need what?
can I call Cassie?
I'm using my phone. I don't know where my phone is. I'm using my phone. Sorry. Isn't she at her house?
No, she left.
Okay, well, it's lights are on now. It's time to come in, and
Mommy.
dinner is cooling down in the oven. It's done.
No, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we have dinner right now. I'm gonna finish up this live, and daughter of mine, don't talk to me like that.
No.
Okay, so here's the truth. You don't need another strategy. Hold on, let me chill this child. Let me get my brain together. Like, you don't need to work harder. Like, you already work hard enough. If you didn't already push yourself so much, you wouldn't be exhausted. You wouldn't be worn out. You wouldn't be stuck right now. But you don't need anything outside of yourself. All you need right now in this moment to begin is whimsy. Like, it's so true. You know, some of you might have heard the reel or the sound for the reels, right? And it's like, y'all need a little whimsy in your life. I don't remember the exact quote, but I love it. I think it's hilarious, and it's so true. And I didn't realize just how true it was until I did. So for so long, like, we women, we've been imitating men as far as like to survive financially in this world, because that's what the world has showed us. Like, that's all that we have to see. You know, turn that off. Turn off the TV. You can go in your room and watch TV right now. That's rude, and you know better. Thank you. As an example of how to do it, something we didn't really know how to do from the start. Okay, it's in the oven. You can pull out this.
No,
You
I'm
can.
gonna get something else.
This child. I'm gonna deal with her after we're gonna get done. Okay, so that's what we learned, right? But we aren't men, and we don't work like that. Like, our systems, our bodies don't work like that. That's not how we're best supportive. That's not how we thrive. Like, we are sensual, we're soft, we're feminine and playful, and sometimes mysterious, often charming, and whimsy. As women, it's in our operating system, okay? So, what is whimsy? You guys, like, what is whimsy to you? Tell me in the comments. Like, what do you think whimsy is, Ava?
What's whimsy?
What is whimsy? That's what I'm asking you.
Whimsy is playfulness.
She's reading my outline. What is whimsy?
Whimsy is playful.
Whimsy.
Whimsy
Mincemeat.
is playfulness,
Curiosity.
curiosity, imagination,
Awe and delight.
It's
Yes, and it is creativity too. She said that, but it wasn't down on the okay. So it's childlike wonder, like like what you had when you were a little girl,
Mommy.
without shame, without
Mommy.
apologies.
Where's
What?
the cup of noodle?
I don't know if there are anymore. There might be gone. I only bought 6 altogether.
I didn't get one.
Okay, well I'll buy more tomorrow. I'm so sorry for all the interrupting, you guys, but my children are. I should do this when they're at school for real. So, and I'm going to talk to you about romanticizing your life tonight. And what that means is treating like your everyday like a story that you love and you're writing it, okay? So, it's noticing and curating beauty and pleasure all around you, not for anyone else, but for yourself. So, you're bringing that softness, and your personal like unique luxury and playfulness and whimsy into your life yourself. So I told you about, the balloon story and how it came to exist, and it didn't cost me a dime. I didn't schedule it, I didn't plan or rush it. I chose my outfit in like maybe 5 minutes flat, and I had very little options to work with, and it was like the bottom of the barrel of the closet because I have laundry piled up and I didn't know what I was gonna wear. Go ahead, yeah. Okay, and then I almost chose this dress to wear to Easter, okay? And then I decided to go with something totally opposite. And, like, yes, some would argue, like, a little bit overdressed or a little too whimsy, like, not of this reality or this world. Like, maybe I live in, hey, where does that one chick live? Ever After, no, not Ever After. That's, the girl that comes from the other world, like a cartoon world. The princess. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. She's like no, it's a real movie. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
What's her
I
name?
think she's from like Malaysia or something. I can't remember what it's called. Um, I don't know. My brain's not letting me. Let me think. Let me think.
What's her name?
Sing a little happy working song. You know that one?
The one that you showed me, that dumb cartoon.
No, it's a not a car. It's part cartoon, part real people. She comes into the real world from her.
Dumpty?
What?
Dumpty? The elephant?
No, it's a woman. It's a princess. You guys help me out.
Cinderella?
No, 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 it's not. It's Ever After. Wait, what? Okay,
Ever
let me see.
After After?
Hey Google, what is the movie? Like it's like something like Ever After. I don't know. It has Susan Sarandon. She gives the girl the apple. She comes from a cartoon world.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty.
No, 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 no. Hold on.
The movie you are thinking of is
Enchanted.
2007. Susan Sarandon plays the villainous Queen Narissa,
Yes.
who
You guys know
disguises
this
herself
movie?
as an old hag to give a poisoned apple to Amy Adams, who plays the princess.
Giselle.
The story
This is the
famously
Giselle
starts in the
bracelet.
animated
Isn't it
land of
pretty?
Andalasia, before the characters are thrust into
Where's
live-action
she?
New York City.
Andalasia. I forgot. See, brain injury. But I know what I'm talking about. I just can't. Anyways, we need some of that in our life, Um, but that's what I looked like yesterday, and I had made some choices with my style and how I dressed myself that were not of this time that we live in, but very much a part of my soul and like an expression of pieces of me that you don't see in like modern day clothes. And there's pieces of me that like you'll only see when I'm wearing like streetwear style or like we we get to express ourselves through art, through our work, through makeup and hair, through what we wear, our fashion, our style, our aesthetic of our home decor, how cozy we make our home, or how industrial. Like, who we are. Like we put out these vibes and this frequency that's us, and we all of our stuff just reeks of it and everything just oozing it, right? That's what we're meant to do. We're meant to leave our imprint out there and call in our community and our tribe and people like us and do something bigger with our lives for the world, right? So what happened was that whole thing transpired right in front of me. It was like the universe was searching for me, right? So, like I said, the outfit that I put together, the moments that I allowed myself to rest, I fell asleep in a lawn chair. I didn't play all the fun lawn games that I wanted to play so bad. Like, I love, like, like family game night or big, huge Jenga out in the lawn or um, croquet. I've always wanted to play croquet, and I've wanted to have a croquet set that has like the birds like on Alice in Wonderland as the the sticks. Like I haven't found it yet, but somebody should create that really because I love whimsy and I want to be surrounded by whimsy. And as I begin to like create income for myself and have more money to like spare, like I will be creating me in in bigger ways in my home, in my atmosphere, in my environment. And our environment matters when it comes to like getting out of survival mode or healing from trauma or healing from brain injuries or strokes, or any kind of like physical disability or handicap or sorry, we know we don't like that word that blurted out of me. um Old school ways of thinking, okay? So or like a physical disability, right? So maybe we're in a wheelchair and like we don't think we'll ever walk again, or we're told we'll never walk again. Like I know for a fact because I'm a member of the brain injured community and stroke survivors. Like I have friends who were told they would never walk again, who walk, who run. Like if you're told you're never gonna walk again and you like actually run again, like that's beyond the goal. That's like beyond the dream, isn't it? It's like there's so much more for you than what you expect or what you think there is, and you create all of that. Like whether your life is abundant or not, that's up to you. It literally is. We just don't realize it. We just didn't know that we are the key. We are the magic. So um, I was present. I was playful. I was curious. I was whimsical. And I was completely myself. I wasn't pretending to be anybody I'm not. I wasn't trying to be cool, or so pretty and perfect, like I was just being me in the moment. And suddenly, like, the magic unfolded all around me and exactly how I would have dreamed of it if I dared to dream beyond the someday in my head, right? Like, there, like, what the? I show up for Easter at my mom's, and my sister gets there, and there's this huge, like, balloon, dreamy globe thingy, and, like, it's dreamy, and it's like something out of, like, a fairy tale. And I want to be in that and I want to feel that and I want to play with those balloons and I want to like just enjoy it, just that that innocence, that sort of the childlike wonder, like playfulness is so it does so much for our lives. So like that's what happens when you romanticize your life. So I'm trying to say like don't just sprinkle in whimsy. Do that, yeah, but romanticize your life every single day. Like make it a habit, make it a ritual, make it a tradition, like different little things and the ways that you do it because the world responds to your frequency and opportunities, joy, beauty, and wonder. They're going to appear naturally for you because you are already vibrating at their level if you're having yourself like surrounded by those things and experiencing being in them, right? So I'm going to give you some examples of romanticizing your life and adding whimsy. You can surround yourself with beauty and comfort. right? Like candles, silk sheets. Now, I'm not saying do all these things or you have to do this, or if you don't have silk sheets, like you have to go buy them. No, this doesn't take any money. Like to start, like say when you put things off that like say I don't have silk sheets, but I do feel like that would be amazing experience, like luxury, like I want that softness, I want that silkiness, I want to go to sleep in a cloud, right? And wake up in a dream. So maybe that's something you want, but you don't have money to go buy really nice like satin or silk sheets right now, right? So that's not something that's a today thing. That's something that's like a down the road thing. When it does come easily for you, when you can get it, when it's gifted to you, when you come by all this whimsy in the most ordinary and spectacular ways at the same time. You guys, like life is a trip. Literally. So, I mean, it could look like fresh flowers, like having flower arrangements around, or maybe instead of paper napkins, having cloth napkins, filling your home with plants for like bringing the outdoors in, that aesthetic, that vibe, that sort of like the healthy, like fresh air that plants give you, the life, just having life around you. Um, Maybe it's like the aesthetic touches that make your home feel like your future life. So maybe you want to have like sequenced throw pillows, or maybe you want to have velvet, like a pink velvet couch or a navy blue velvet couch. I don't know. It's not about me telling you how you toss things in. It's not about it being a big thing, or it could be a very little thing, but it's about what matters to you, who you are, what you love, what you like, what you want to feel, okay, and what you dream about. So you figure out those things for yourself. You think about it and you ask yourself. And some of us, like, we can just spill like a million things that we want and love and like are part of our dream life, and like others aren't that well attuned or connected with their future self or their dreams. Like a lot of people struggle to dream. Like they think this is all that there is because it's all they see people around them achieving, right? Um, so to create like rituals, that you could create rituals that delight your senses as well. Like maybe you have your morning coffee in like a fancy teacup, right? With a little saucer, like every morning. Maybe you drink your water. I used to do this. I don't have it anymore because my kids break everything that's glass in my house. But I used to drink my water out of glass, like goblets, like wine goblets, right? I would have done a wine glass too if I had one, but I had that, and it made me feel more luxurious. It made me feel like I was, experiencing something better than just a red solo cup, okay? um, and you get to bring those things into your life. And an evening bath, maybe you put rose petals in your bath, or honey or milk, something. I don't know if you're supposed to put honey in your bath, but sounds good to me, right? Honey is very aesthetically pleasing and sticky, though. It is good for your skin. So, anyways, maybe you play soft music, or you have twinkling lights on your patio. Maybe it's in the ways that you move your body, like in joyful ways, right? When you dance in the rain, like, oh my God, I love the rain. That's one thing about me. I love the rainy, like cloudy, overcast days, especially when it just like beats down big, fat, heavy rain in like the summertime and it's hot out, but the nice, cool, fat raindrops are like just falling on you. You just stand there and like soak it all in and like dance in it. Like that feels alive. That makes me feel alive and like grateful to be here. Like I'm feeling something. That's what we came here to do, was to feel things, to learn, to experience life. It's not good, it's not bad. It's just an experience, and it's acquired knowledge. Okay? So Maybe you run through the sprinklers like a kid. I do that. I do those things all the time. When somebody's driving and I'm the passenger, and I see that like the pivots in the fields like that are sprinklers, right? That they're it's coming for us, right? And my window's down. I'm like, oh, please get us, please get. And I'll kind of hang out the window a little, like hoping to get hit with it, like literally. Or like I'll slow down. When I used to drive, I'd slow down just to like try to make it hit, um, things like that. Or we used to hold our breath as we went over the Perrine Bridge, over the canyon between Jerome and Twin Falls. And when I was a kid, like every time me and my siblings would be like, okay, you got to hold your breath the whole way across the bridge. Like, and our dad and mom would like sometimes drive slower, I think it would feel like. But if you make it, you make a wish and you hold your breath the whole way across the bridge, then you get your wish. Like, why did we stop doing those kind of things? Like, did it hurt us? Did it was it fun? Did it feel good? Like, I think that, we just try to be adults, so adulty, and we need to remember who we were from the start because we're still in there. We're still little girls in women's bodies now. We've grown up, right? So, um, maybe you'd like to twirl in a tulle skirt or a tutu, um, or you like to chase the sunlight, follow your curiosity. When you dress yourself, what is it called? My brain is reading dumb right now. It's called dopamine dressing, or no, there's another one, another word for it. Anyways, it's like bright colors or the textures. Like it's not about. Not everybody wants to dress to be classy. Not everybody wants to be emo. Not everybody, like it's about you though, okay? And you incorporate those things, and you just let your me flag fly, and you don't be ashamed of it. Um, so it's how you dress yourself, the textures and fabrics and styles that make you feel alive, luxurious, feminine, powerful, playful, silly. You sprinkle in sensory experiences, like you can have silky oils, fragrant lotions, favorite teas, um, rich chocolate, um, or like a touch of perfume that makes you smile. Um, Although I would like to add, like, we need to be careful about the products we're using these days because of the toxicity. Like, hopefully you have a favorite perfume that smells good to you that is non-toxic because we don't want to wreak havoc on our systems anymore. But I know perfume, it smells amazing, and we all have our favorites that are not so great for us when you learn. But I mean, if it's perfume for you and you love to smell a certain scent, spray it. I don't care. Like, you do you, boo. Um, so play with imagination and creativity. Like, that's what we came here to do, was to create. You don't have to be a creator, you don't have to be an artist, you don't have to be somebody who works with like aesthetics or style or um, branding. Like, you can be a woman who works at the post office and you love Eskimos and sea lions. Like, I don't care. Um, you get to be creative, and you get to decorate for fun, cook a meal as a ritual, craft, take photographs, like study photography. You could write little notes to yourself, little love notes. You could stick them on the bathroom mirror for yourself. You can chase ideas that make you light up. Um, you can wear ribbons in your hair. You could buy lace socks. I love little lace socks. Like, as a woman, I just think they're so fun, especially with tennis shoes, with sneakers. So adorable. Um, so I want to tell you guys, science, science has backed the benefits of whimsy and play. Like, there's been studies, there's been statistics, there's proof. And what studies show is that play and novelty, they increase dopamine, boosting energy, motivation, and creativity. That positive emotions broaden cognitive flexibility. Did you hear that? Positive emotions broaden cognitive flexibility. So it's helping your brain to see more opportunities and solutions. So playing isn't just frivolous, like it does something real for us. Um, Curiosity and wonder improve stress resilience, lowering cortisol and reducing chronic stress effects. And as these things are helping your body and your brain and getting you out of your stressed out like nervous system survival mode, more and more opportunities, expansiveness, things that are vibing on the same frequency as you are going to be coming in and attracted, and you're going to be leveling up frequencies, and then you're going to be leveling up what you attract because of that. And it's just no cap. No, I keep looking at myself instead of in the camera. No cap. No cap, you guys. Like, literally. And so, um, let's see. Reducing stress and chronic effects. Okay. Engaging in aesthetic pleasure enhances parasympathetic activation. So your body heals and recovers faster. Aesthetic pleasure does that for you. So there's value in decorating, there's value in dressing nice, in, you know, making a pretty meal that presents well, and, plating it up and garnishing it. All those things that we do, maybe not all of us do, but I'm trying to make examples that might relate to multiple different kinds of people, right? But you do you. Like, you tell me in the comments too, like, what is it for you? Who are you? What are your, like, things that are so you? So undeniably you, right? Childlike play and whimsy. These are my favorites. Childlike play and whimsy. I love this. Okay, that's what I would do all day if I could. They improve life satisfaction, optimism, and boldness in taking action. So maybe if I would have turned on some music and I would have danced around a little bit, and I would have, I don't know, had like a little ribbon dancer thingy, and like waved it around, maybe I would have gotten on live on time. Maybe I wouldn't have felt so nervous. Maybe I wouldn't have self sabotaged so much. Maybe I could have turned to whimsy instead of staying in that dysregulated state. And that would have helped me. Um, and then in short, adding whimsy and romanticizing your life, it changes your biology, your psychology, and your ability to attract what you want. So it changes your life, all without doing more or pushing harder. We don't have to do more. We don't have to perform to get somewhere in life. We just have to be who we are, right? So romanticizing your life, it's not frivolous. It's claiming your power by honoring your joy, imagination, and your pleasure. It's a sweet release. It's a relief if you've been stuck in survival mode, if you've been through the ringer, if it's been a hard year or two or whatever, like if you've been really stressed out, going through some high conflict or high emotional situations in your life, like, it's not an escapism. It is a, I just said the word a minute ago. Oh, my brain. You guys are going to have to rewind to get the word I want. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's getting late and my brain's turning off. So it's claiming your power. It's choosing yourself first. Like small intentional actions that reflect who you truly are inside, and who you desire to be, who you're going to be, and the life that it belongs to you already. You just need it in the here and now. So when you do this, the world responds. Opportunities, joy, abundance, the right kind of connections and people. Like, I want to call in here online. I want a community of us because we rise together, bitches. We can support each other and do things for each other. Everybody's good at different things. So, when you choose yourself first, you choose things that are, they reflect who you truly are and the life that you want. And then the world responds, and these things just seem to appear magically, like naturally. This abundance, right? The abundance that you were promised as a birthright. It's not that the promise is broken or was never true. It's that you haven't picked it up yet and owned it. And the first thing that you get to own is your power and your magic to create and to have. Like, if you struggle to manifest, which I'm like, why can't I manifest? Everyone else can manifest. I'm learning, I'm doing this. It could be because your body's in survival mode and you're stuck there. And whimsy might help you get over that hump. It could be a lot of different things, right? But this could be one big thing. And if whimsy is something you need in your life, you're gonna feel it in your body, in your systems. Like, you're gonna untense, your shoulders are gonna let down, your jaw's gonna unclench, you're not gonna have like a sore neck, you're not, like, all the stress is gonna melt away when you're in that state of playfulness. So it's because you're already magnetizing them by being you, exactly who you are and who you're meant to be, not who the world told you you had to be before you knew you had a choice. So just like my balloon photo shoot, my unplanned photo shoot, they found me because I was open, I was playful, I was whimsical. I made choices that naturally set this up, opened doors for it to happen. Had my sister come with that big balloon, I don't know what it's called, balloon dome thing, if, like, great if she's there, but like, what if I wasn't wearing that magical looking tulle skirt and the long scarf tied in my hair? Like, what if I didn't wear that? But I did, and it created the perfect, like, it was the perfect wardrobe or outfit for that. I'm calling it a photo shoot. It wasn't a photo shoot. It was set up for the kids to play in and me to play in. And let me tell you something else I did that a couple of my siblings got on my case about, but I didn't care. I didn't care because, you know what? That little girl inside of me, she wanted to do that. She needed to do that. She was going to do it, and she did. And I participated in the kids' Easter egg hunt just a little bit. I wasn't trying to take from the kids or steal their shine or win the money prizes, the golden eggs, even though I found one. I did toss it at my niece so that she got it, right? Like, I only picked up 3 eggs. I ate the candy out of 2 of them. I tossed 1 egg back out in the game that was empty just because it was a funny joke to me. Didn't break anybody's heart. And did my siblings scold me for like ruining the kids' fun and I'm just like, you know what? I needed that. I needed that playfulness, and it made me a calmer, happier person today. And it made me connect better with my nieces and nephews because I don't know them well. Like, I was estranged for 10 years. Um, I want to know them. I desire to be close to them and for them to like know that I love them, but I don't want to push myself on them. I don't want to like make it weird or overwhelm them. Um, and I was able in this way to let my true colors and like who I am shine out through and show them like Auntie Angie's silly, she's fun, and she's a big kid at heart like you, but also it made it like so they felt able to like approach me and like they wanted to because I wasn't scary. I wasn't like closing myself off. Um, and I didn't have to like question them or like pull any kid away. Like I was able to just not be overwhelmed by all the children around me, which is something that I worry about and is very likely to have my children overwhelm me. Fuck. Like mine are crazy though. But like I was able to just connect with each one of my nieces and nephews through playfulness. Whether it was just a moment or whatever, like however long we connected, like I know we made a connection and it felt good to me, so I know it felt good to them. And I don't care what any of the adults had to say. Like I'm living my life for me. And yeah, I did do some Easter egg hunting myself. Thank you very much. I don't care if I'm 43. I gave the kid the egg with the money, okay? but I had to pick it up because it was gold and glittery. So, um, because I was open and I was playful, whimsical, and I was fooling myself, and I adapted, I adjusted. Like, I had no clean clothes, and I was like, okay, well, I don't mind being a little overdressed ever. Ever. I don't mind being super overdressed. It doesn't bother me. Like being underdressed, yeah, I mean, I don't mind if I'm like in sweats, like a cute sweat outfit, but if I'm in like trashy ass stuff and I haven't showered in a day or two, like then I'm like, no. No, I don't even want to be seen. I don't even want to exist. I don't want to put this energy out there, you know? It's stinky. But I felt good. I knew I looked good. I knew I felt good. I felt like a princess, and that whole experience was like it was just, it softened me, and it opened me up to more abundance, more creativity, more insight. And so here's what I want to say to you guys today. I want you guys to ask yourself this: what is just one way that you could romanticize your life today with what you have right now? Like, don't think about like going out and buying a whole new wardrobe, or like um you don't have to make it big or impossible, or even you don't even have to work for it. Like, you get to just open your closet if you're getting dressed and you want to like express yourself whimsically in how you dress that day. Like, you get to open your closet and play, or you get to open your fridge and your pantry and get all your creative juices going and get your baking books out, and you get to play like a kid again. Isn't that what we complain about all the time? That we're adults, we have to go to work, we don't have any fun. Well, why the fuck not? Because we are choosing to not. And we say, well, like, I can't, I don't have time. Well, no, that's a lie. We choose not to, and we choose not to make time, and we choose not to prioritize fun and whimsy and playfulness in our lives, and romanticizing our lives. Like, so what's one way that you could do that right now, today? Like, could it be a silk scarf that you add to your outfit, or a candlelit bath, or lighting candles while you're making dinner, or playing classical music while you're cleaning, going outside and twirling in the sunlight, or blowing the dandelions and making a wish, like, just it's the little things that you have to notice. Like, accept your life as it is. It's not perfect. Life is not fair. That's what I was trying to say about the kids at the egg hunt, and that they I tried to forewarn them because my siblings gave me a hard time, right? Like, I waited till they pick up the egg from the bush I threw it in, the empty egg, and then I would quickly say, "That's empty. There's nothing in it. It's fake. It's mine. That's my egg. I just threw it there." Like, don't get your heart broken, because I was so afraid and feeling like I need to protect them. But I'm a mom. I know kids. I've raised kids since I was a kid. Like, my siblings, I call them the kids still to this day, because they're 5, 6, and 7 years younger than me, and they were like kids to me, and I took care of them. And I know kids, and I know they're resilient, and I know that they need to know that life is not always fair. Life is not always easy, but it's worth it. And that, you calm down. You don't belong on there, little sagey poo. Um, what is she's hyper vigilant, right? Oh, her claws are out too. What is wrong? You want to get down? You're not going on there, no. Sorry, Charlie. I forgot what I was saying, guys. I was saying something that meant something. Okay, moving on. Moving on. So, could it be like a song that you love, or like a tiny ritual, a treat for your senses? Maybe it's just like cuddling with your pet, your dog, your cat, your teddy bear, your husband, your kids, you know? Like, relaxation is playfulness too, and relaxation is, you know, taking off the load and the stress, and allowing yourself to be freed up for whimsy, for play, for childlike things, for romanticizing your life, okay? So, could it be just like simply stopping, breathing, noticing what actually does delight you. Like, have you lost touch with what brings you joy and pleasure in the little simplest of things? Because those are the things that do so much. Like I keep saying, like whole life transformation and becoming the best version of yourself, or healing from brain injuries, or healing from trauma, or whatever it is in your life that you have to go through to get where you're going and to learn the lessons you're here to learn. I have a hair in my mouth. I bet that came from the cat. Ugh. Um, what was I saying? Those things, they might feel difficult. You might even be in a victim mentality about them sometimes, but when you get to see, like, you come out on the other side, and everything is better than good, because you've integrated all of you and all of that into one, and it's like a complete picture now. Like where you had fragments of your future and your dreams, like you've pulled all of those things that you knew were yours and you've called them into today, just by adding and sprinkling a little whimsy in. And romanticizing your life is just taking it one step further and saying, like, every day I drink my coffee out of this pretty porcelain teacup and it makes me so happy. All the little things. Um, so you start where you are with what you have, you sprinkle in your whimsy, you add your joy, you remain open and flexible, you invite play. And you remember that your magic and the key that unlocks the doors and opportunities and communities and connections and resources, that's the word I was looking for. Your magic, it's already inside of you. You are the key. Like, you don't have to keep looking outside of you or thinking of a strategy or changing everything up in your life completely. Like, it's not sustainable. You won't get where you're going because you'll burn out. You are the key. You are powerful. You are magical. You create your reality. And the reality you're living right now, sad to say, if you don't love it, it's the reality you've created, that and circumstance. But we don't always know when we're making these choices that are so pivotal. We don't see like we don't see them for what they are. I can't think of the right word. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So the life that you dream of isn't someday. We don't keep waiting, because sometimes, like, someday never comes. We're not promised tomorrow. Do you want to go your whole life, dreaming about someday and living in a reality that's less than satisfying or worse? If we keep saying someday instead of taking action and bringing the 4D or the 5D future into our 3D going into 4D present tense, where we live in the present moment, that's all we have is right now. When we do that, then someday becomes today, and that future and that dream life and that abundance and that money and success and the people that we love and support us and vice versa, and all the experiences that we want to have, that we could dream of having here on earth. I mean, you want to travel, we should be able to make that happen. If that's in our mindset, if that's something we desire and crave, that's built into us. That's a mustard seed planted for a reason. It's meant for you, and you are meant to be blessed by it. But it's up to you to make your reality and your destiny happen. Like, don't just wait wait on it. Like the world's already working for you. The universe, God, it's already working for you and making a way. You have to get on board and you have to believe just as much. And you have to call it in just as much. And you have to take as much action, but not in ways that are too much for you. Like, you don't work like a man, you work like a woman. You don't smile like a man, you smile like a woman, right? Like, you've got to be in your energy, your flow. That's where your power lies. And you can very much have everything you want from the future today if you just decide right now to let it in. Someday can begin right now, and you could call that in through whimsy and romanticizing your life. Now, I got some ideas here about romanticizing your life because there's literally infinite ways that you can choose to do this. It's very personal, and it's about what makes you feel most expansive, most luxurious, most supported, most safe, like the most beautiful, the most free. So it's about finding magic, beauty, and playfulness in everyday moments, turning routine tasks into intentional, joyful rituals. These are several whimsical and creative ways to sprinkle magic into your life. You could have morning and evening rituals. That cat's being nuts, man. Like potion beverages. Okay, these are just ideas. So, like, you could treat your morning coffee, tea, or water as a potion of wakefulness or of sleep in the evening, or a magic potion by adding edible glitter. I have edible glitter that I was going to use for, I was going to make an ad with it, but I never did, and I still have it, and I'm going to use it. Because why am I just letting edible glitter sit there and not play with it? Like, how fun is that? I've never had edible glitter in a drink before. You could have star-shaped ice cubes or dried flower petals in your ice cubes. I think that's so beautiful. For like baby showers even, but you could just have that in your daily life, or fruit, you know. Morning persona. As you get ready, you could pretend that you're a character in a movie or a romantic figure waking up in a new city, or like you're somebody from the past, like Jackie Kennedy or Marilyn Monroe. Um, you can either dress like them, or you can dress in the manner they would dress, like their behaviors. Like you could do whatever you want. Play is up to you. It's free. It's your imagination. You could do candlelit evenings, like while you're doing the dishes or mundane tasks, or you could read poetry and fairy tales by candlelight at the end of the day. Um, you can have intentional evenings where you change into dedicated lounging attire, like silk or linen pajamas, to signal a shift from magic to work. That sounds pretty damn good to me, actually. I like that one. I might. Yeah, I might. Elevated daily routines. So you can turn errands into a side quest by taking a new route, visiting a shop that you've never been to, or listening to a cinematic playlist while you're walking or driving. You can name your surroundings. You can give your house plants, your pets, your car. Remember, my car's name was Billy. Not my car anymore. I'm still looking at me instead of the camera. Sorry, guys. Let's see what else is on here. Um, you can even give your house a whimsical name, you know, like, and you can make it a thing. You and your kids, you could put like, you could put it on the wall, like the house of, you know, whatever, whatever. You can get all Victorian with it. You could turn chores into a game or a challenge, such as dancing in the kitchen while waiting for the kettle, or narrating your day dramatically. You could do the mirror notes, like I mentioned earlier. You can make cute fruit foods, cut fruit into fun shapes, add sprinkles to your yogurt, or shape pancakes like animals or mystical creatures, you can make it fun. You can play with your food. You could have an unexpected picnic outdoors or in your living room on a rainy day, or you could eat dessert first. In the summertime, me and the kids like to have a couple days at least where we have ice cream for dinner, like 2 times a summer usually. And that's it. We just have ice cream on those nights, and it's great. Like, yeah, we don't do it all the time, but it's fun, you know? It's different, you know? Let's see. You can, yeah, fancy teacups. You can use your good dishes or your fine china for everyday lunch on a Tuesday afternoon, you know? Like, that makes you feel luxurious and like you're already living the life of your dreams, right? If that's what you dream of, if you dream of something opposite, create that for yourself in those ways, you know, cozy, quaint, granny core, I don't care. It it is going to collapse timelines and it's going to elevate you. It elevates your life. Sprinkle whimsy into your workspace and home. So create a corner of joy. Curate a small corner with objects that make you happy. It could be little frog figurines or what are you into? Little Buddhas, I don't care. Um, Such as trinkets from trips, books, photos. Decorate with light. Drape fairy lights over a mirror, a bookshelf, or around your workspace to make it feel more magical. And you can feel magical while you're working. Um, for your desk, you could use large, colorful pens. I made these pens when I worked at the tanning salon and spa. Um, I wrapped them with like washi tape, and then it was like glittered, and then I had like white feathers that I dipped in glitter, like gold glitter, and I attached them. It was like a plume pen, but it was just these pens, and I put them in like a jar, like a pot with beans, like a little one, and that was our pens there at the front desk. You could do that for yourself at your desk, or you could create funny ones, or um, what is it called when I'm trying to think of that word for adrenochrome. No, something dressing. It's this kind of style, and it's similar to dopamine dressing, but I can't remember the name of it. And this is not a memory problem. It's not a lack of knowledge problem. It is actually just a recall problem, and I'll remember it sometime when I don't need it. Let's see. Um, you could add a cozy, colorful pillow to your chair, your desk, your office chair. You could do like anything. You can make it so you can add a little like mouse door to like the baseboard in your house, like a little fake one, or you could add like little faces on the tree trunks. You know, you could buy those at like Michael's or something for really cheap, or you can make them. Um, you could do garden gnomes or a fairy. What's it called? A fairy garden. Like even in my apartment, there's a little space where I could do that right outside my house, and maybe it's not huge, but it's something, and it brings life to life. You know. Um, let's see. You can have hidden messages. Leave a tiny note or a whimsical sticker in a book for someone else to find. It's like leaving a 20 in your jeans pocket and forgetting about it. You do those kind of things. Playful self-care, dressing for joy, even if you're just going on a walk, or like I said, incorporating accessories like lace socks, ruffles, bows, um, inner child play. This is one of my favorites. Going to the park and using the swings. I love the way it makes me feel the swing. Like my tummy just goes like, ooh, this is great. Blowing bubbles. I love bubbles. Do you love bubbles? I love bubbles. And sidewalk chalk. You could create like portraits on the like sidewalk squares. They can each be like a different painting. Like that guy on Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke. I don't know what his name was there, but it's a jolly holiday with you. Bert was his name. Bert and Mary. I think that was his name. That was with the penguin scene, huh? Maybe not. My memory fails me. I'm trying. Anyways, you can make potions. You can collect items from nature like dried herbs and flower petals, and you can create your own potions or potpourri. Wearable magic. You can create friendship bracelets, or you can use crystals to make bracelets or jewelry. You can have them contain affirmations. You could decorate your bag or your water bottle. Do a DIY keychain. Anything creative, and you're making something beautiful and whimsical and fun, childlike. Creativity. It's like it comes from like it our sacral chakra. Okay, so I operate from my sacral chakra, and like I'm the most powerful for my sacral chakra. And I've always known that, and that's where my intuition comes from, but it's where our creativity and our passion and our liveliness comes from. And it's where like life comes from. Okay, so all those things and sensuality and expression, um, all the things that make you you. Why was I saying that? I don't know where that I got off on that from. So you can go connecting with nature and your surroundings. That's huge for me. Nature grounds me for sure. So on walks, you can notice things. You could go on a walk with the sole purpose of finding tiny, beautiful things, of like just paying attention to like the beauty and the abundance and the luxury that's all around you, but it's not necessarily the world's definition. It could be, yeah, but it doesn't have to be. Beautiful things like a unique leaf or a bug, and you can take photos of them or take a flower home with you if you're not picking it from someone's yard, that is. You could do stargazing, or you could look at clouds like that spilled milk book. You could look at the clouds and you can see shapes and see what you see in the sky. I love doing that. Um, Stargazing, you could look at your own you could look for your own constellations. You could design your own, piece them together, um, flower power, you can pick a flower for yourself. You can buy yourself flowers, a fresh bunch for your table, or having fresh live things around. That's life, that's liveliness. Those are just some extra ideas I looked up because I wanted you guys to feel what I'm talking about. And I know I struggle sometimes to say what I mean because of like this. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm getting there, and it has to be enough for now. That's why I brought in the videos, the vision, I want you to feel playfulness in your soul, and I want you to feel whimsy, and I want you to start romanticizing your life. Okay? I want you to make bookmarks out of crushed flowers and what is it called? I have the thing. What's it called when I put laminate them? I have a laminator. I was a teacher, yo. Do bring it, make it, create it. Your life is what you make of it. You get one. And as humans, we're here to feel, we're here to express, we're here to experience, and we're here to create. If we're not creating, and if we're not growing and learning, and because we're not living, we're not feeling, we're not being. You're human beings. We're here to be. Okay? And whimsy can help us have the life that we want. Okay? I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. Nobody loved me much today. It's already been an hour and 43 minutes. That's okay. When you hop on the replay, I want you to say hey. I want you to blow me all your kisses and hearts, and hopefully if you're my people, you're going to watch this till the end because you're going to be intrigued, you're going to feel it, you're going to be activated, and I hope that you will comment and let me know that you received it and that it meant something to you, or that you're going to send me a message and we're going to connect and get to know each other. I love you, I really do, And yeah, this wasn't about selling you anything. This wasn't about proving anything. This was just about me talking about something that lights me up and that really actually it works. It's a process and a method, a tool that I used for myself and I'm continuing to use. Get out of my way. And that I wanted to share with you guys because it's a godsend. It's like it's an advantage. We have so many disadvantages in this reality, in this world, in the hard knock life, right? But we don't have to choose the hard knock life. We can choose our soft life. And we can say, today is the day that I live out my dreams. And you just do it. And you do, and it just keeps getting better. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect and there's not going to be things that happen that aren't the best. But you're going to have this softness to land on. It's going to be there for you consistently, and you can trust in it when you bring it into your life and make sure that it's part of it. We got to go, right, babe?
Mommy.
What are you doing? Nobody wants to look in your mouth at your gum.
No.
What?
Look.
We gotta go, babe. I can't see you.
These three are all
Yep.
white, but these aren't.
Because you need to brush your teeth regularly and better for the timer, the full timer.
I'm hungry.
All right, guys. I love you all. I'm gonna get off. I hope that this meant something to you, and I hope that it reached the intended, and that whoever is attracted to this will stick around and say hey, and I love you so much. Okay. Bye now.